if you think about it, grace, what is grace? We say it's unmerited favor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But why do we don't say grace is favor? We say it's unmerited favor. So that implies that there is merited favor.
Right.
So if there's merited favor, that means it's favor you earn.
You've done so. Yeah.
So there's other
That's a good
favor,
point. Yeah. That's good.
which is must we have as Christians, we get spiritual gifts, but there's a concept called common grace. So Matthew 5:45, Jesus says, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous." So God causes the sun to shine on the evil and the good. So God causes good things to happen to good people and evil people. So it's not just only if you're good that God causes good things to happen to you. God loves everybody. God causes good things to happen to good people. But he also causes the rain to fall. He allows the rain to fall on the righteous and the unrighteous. So it's not necessarily tied to your righteousness. So good and evil people both receive blessing. And that's through grace. So grace means it's not something you earn. So an evil person can receive blessings through grace, through common grace. There's common grace. God loves everybody. So he calls good things to happen to who he wants. Everyone is a recipient of God's blessing at some time or another in their life. Everyone is a recipient of good things. So it's not something where that's... so there's common grace. Is God blesses good people, bad people, and grace is undeserved. So there's some blessings that happen to Christians that they didn't deserve. There's some blessings that happen to non-Christians that they didn't deserve. So non-believers don't get spiritual blessings, but they can get natural or material blessings through grace. So Jesus came that we can get spiritual blessings, but Jesus said, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's."
Yeah.
So the material things they're Caesar's.
Right. That's spiritual.
The spiritual gifts are God's. So you could be wicked and have blessings. So that's kind of the conundrums that a lot of Christians get caught into. They're like, well, hey, I've been good. Why is this person prospering or getting blessings from it? Well, that's grace. Grace isn't just for Christians. Saving grace of salvation is just for Christians. But common grace of blessings, everybody gets blessings. So we don't deserve salvation, and that person may not deserve, that $20 million a year job. It's grace. It's not, it's unearned. It's unearned that they get it. And, but so is your salvation. It's not earned. So people, we want to think that, okay. So we want to think that, it's like, okay, well, hey, we're at the job. And, certain people, we got this special, you're in group A where now you can never get laid off. You would never get laid off. Right. And there's certain people, we're like, okay, I'm in the group A group, we're special. And then the next day, the boss's son comes in and he's like, hey, here's $10,000 for you, $10,000 for you. And then you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm in group A. I should have got the they're not in group A, they got $10,000. I'm in group A, I should have got the $10,000. Like, well, no, that has nothing to do with that's a different blessing. It's like you're in group A, you should be happy.
Right.
Exactly. It's like you got the spiritual gifts as a Christian, but that doesn't mean every blessing that comes out needs to go into group A.
Exactly.
Like we want to think that everything good that happens should come to me because I'm a Christian. It's like, no, you get the spiritual blessings because you're a Christian. The natural blessings, the material blessings aren't necessarily tied to your being a Christian. So there's You know, and all because that's grace is unearned favor. It's like you're like, hey, they don't deserve that. It's like, no, they don't. That's why that's grace.
That's
It's
right.
like you don't deserve it.
You
So
don't
it's
deserve it.
that's what. So when there's a phrase that says favor ain't fair. You know, it should say grace ain't fair. Because by definition, grace is always undeserved.
Right.
So whatever blessings you get through grace, you didn't deserve them. So we get, as Christians, we get the spiritual blessings. We didn't deserve them. But that doesn't mean we have a monopoly on all blessings.
Right.
God loves everybody, and he could bless whoever he chooses for whatever reason he chooses. So now we look at favor versus grace. So grace is unmerited favor. So as we talked about, that implies that there's merited favor. If we use the word unmerited favor, that implies that there's merited favor. So there's other types of faith other than grace. So for an example, let's look at ice. Ice is frozen water.
Yeah.
But water and ice aren't the same thing necessarily. So ice is water, but this is water and this isn't ice. So grace is favor, but there is favor that is not grace.
Oh, I see what you're comparing.
Favor
Okay.
deserved.
Right.
Yeah.
It's favor that's earned. Right. So there's favor that's earned, and there's grace is favor that's not earned.
Favor that's frozen. Or favor that's not
Frozen favor. So you want to seek after frozen favor.